What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about something that can completely transform your interactions with women, and it's something most guys completely overlook. Here's the deal. I've coached thousands of men, and I keep seeing the same pattern. A guy meets an attractive woman. The conversation seems decent, but there's no real connection, no spark, and he walks away confused about what went wrong. The answer is simpler than you think. It's all in your eyes. Today, I'm breaking down the eye contact techniques rooted in Stoic wisdom that create an unbreakable connection. This isn't some pickup artist trick. It's about authentic presence that women naturally respond to. Before we get into it, hit that subscribe button and notification bell. Let's dive in. The reality. Most guys miss. Let's be real for a second. Think about the last time a woman was truly captivated by what you were saying. I'm talking about that moment when she's leaning in, fully engaged, hanging on your every word. What was different about that interaction? I'll tell you what it wasn't. It wasn't your clever opening line or your expensive watch. It was your presence. And nothing communicates presence more powerfully than your eyes. I was coaching a client named Mike last month. Good-looking dude, decent job, funny personality. But he couldn't figure out why his dates weren't going anywhere. When I observed him interacting with women, I immediately spotted the issue. His eyes were everywhere, checking his phone, looking around the room, glancing at other women. Even when he was talking directly to someone, his eyes betrayed his distraction. After working with him on just this one aspect of his communication, his results completely transformed. Last week, he texted me that he's now dating someone who told him, "I felt like you really saw me on our first date." That's the power we're talking about. The Stoic eye contact philosophy. The ancient Stoics understood something profound about human connection that we've forgotten in our distracted, screen-obsessed world. Marcus Aurelius, perhaps the most famous Stoic, was not just a philosopher, but an emperor who had to command respect and forge deep connections with both allies and enemies. He understood that true power comes from presence. The Stoics practiced what they called attentio, complete focus on the present moment. They knew that where your attention goes, your energy flows, and your eyes reveal where your attention truly is. When a woman can see that she has your full attention, it communicates something rare and valuable in today's world, that she matters. The 3 levels of eye contact mastery. Let's break this down into 3 progressive levels that will transform how women respond to you. Level 1, foundational presence. Most guys never even master this first level. This is about eliminating the behaviors that instantly kill attraction. Constantly looking at your phone, darting your eyes around the room, looking at other women, looking down when speaking, rapid blinking when nervous. These behaviors scream insecurity and distraction. Instead, practice what I call the grounded gaze. Keep your eyes steady, blinking naturally. When speaking to her, actually look at her. Sounds simple, right? But watch how people interact next time you're out. You'll be shocked at how rare this actually is. I had another client, James, who struggled with this. He'd look at the floor when speaking, especially when saying something important. We discovered this habit came from childhood, when he was criticized for his opinions. Breaking this one habit doubled his confidence in just weeks. Level 2, the connection gaze. Once you've mastered foundational presence, it's time to level up. The connection gaze involves tuning into the emotional content behind her words. This is where most guys mess up. They listen to respond, not to understand. When she's speaking, don't just make eye contact while thinking about what you'll say next. Actually absorb what she's sharing. Your eyes will naturally soften and respond to her emotional state. This creates what psychologists call limbic resonance, a shared neurological state that forms the basis of deep connection. A simple practice. When she's speaking, silently repeat in your mind the emotional core of what she's saying. This keeps you present and connected, and trust me, she'll feel the difference. I remember using this technique on a first date with a woman who became my girlfriend for 2 years. Halfway through the night, she said, "I feel like you really get me." I hadn't said anything particularly profound. I had simply been present. Level 3, the soul gaze. This is the advanced level that few men ever achieve, and it's what the title of this video is all about. The soul gaze isn't something you do, it's something that happens naturally when you're completely comfortable in your own skin and fully present with her. It happens when you look at a woman without agenda, without trying to get something from her, without performing or pretending. You're simply there, human to human, with nothing to hide. There's a subtle vulnerability in this gaze that paradoxically communicates immense strength. You're essentially saying through your eyes, "I'm right here with you. All of me." Women have a sixth sense for detecting authenticity, and nothing communicates authenticity more than eyes that aren't hiding anything. Real-life application, the 70-30 rule. Here's a practical technique to implement right away. I call it the 70-30 rule. Maintain eye contact roughly 70% of the time when listening, and about 30% when speaking. When you're speaking, it's natural to occasionally break eye contact to formulate thoughts. But when she's speaking, your eyes should be primarily on her. This ratio creates the perfect balance between intensity and comfort. Try this on your next date. I promise you'll immediately notice a difference in how she responds to you. The Stoic triangle technique. The Stoics were practical people, and they understood the importance of technique. Here's one I've adapted from their writings. When looking at someone, imagine a triangle formed by her 2 eyes and mouth. Rotate your gaze slowly between these 3 points every few seconds. This prevents the dead stare that can feel uncomfortable while maintaining connection. During emotional moments or when making an important point, focus on one eye, usually her left eye, which connects to her right brain, the emotional center. This technique keeps your gaze dynamic yet focused, creating comfort while maintaining intensity. Common mistakes to avoid. Before we wrap up, let's address the major eye contact mistakes I see guys making. 1. The predator stare, unblinking, intense eye contact without breaks. This comes across as aggressive or weird. Remember, comfort comes from natural eye movement. 2. The shifty glance, never settling your eyes in one place, which signals nervousness and dishonesty. 3. The status check, constantly looking around to see who else is in the room or if someone better has walked in. This is incredibly disrespectful, and women always notice it. 4. The phone addiction, glancing at your phone during conversation. Nothing kills connection faster in today's world. 5. The eye dart, looking away when she asks an important question or when the conversation gets deeper. This screams, "I'm hiding something." Real stories, real results. Let me share a few stories from guys who've mastered this. Derek was a naturally shy software engineer who could barely make eye contact. After practicing these techniques for just 3 weeks, he met his now fiancée at a friend's birthday party. She later told him it was his intense but comfortable gaze that initially attracted her. Marcus was a confident guy in most areas, but struggled with maintaining connection on dates. After focusing on the connection gaze technique, he noticed women were suddenly sharing deeper stories with him and feeling more comfortable faster. Then there's Paul, who had a bad habit of checking out other women during dates. Once he committed to giving his full visual attention to his date, he found the quality of his conversations and his dating life improved dramatically. The Stoic mindset behind the technique. The techniques matter, but they're just the surface. The real power comes from the Stoic mindset behind them. Epictetus, another great Stoic, taught that we should focus only on what we can control. You can't control whether someone will like you, but you can control your presence, your attention, and where you direct your gaze. This detachment from outcome actually makes you more attractive. When your eye contact comes from a place of genuine interest rather than neediness, women can feel the difference. As Marcus Aurelius said, the soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. When your thoughts are present and confident, your eyes reflect that reality. The 30-Day Eye Contact Challenge. I want to leave you with a challenge that will transform not just your dating life, but all your human connections. For the next 30 days, 1. Practice maintaining comfortable eye contact with everyone you speak to. 2. When in conversation, use the 70-30 Rule 3. When walking in public, maintain your gaze at eye level instead of looking down. 4. During important conversations, use the triangle technique. 5. Notice and eliminate any eye contact habits that signal insecurity. I promise you'll see dramatic changes in how people respond to you. Not just women you're interested in, but everyone you interact with. Final thoughts. Remember, mastering eye contact isn't about manipulation or tricks. It's about becoming more present, more confident, and more connected. The Stoics knew that true strength comes from within, from your character, not your techniques. But these techniques help your inner character shine through. A woman will stay hooked not because you've manipulated her attention, but because she feels truly seen, perhaps for the first time in her life. If you found this valuable, smash that like button and share this with a friend who needs to hear it. Drop a comment below sharing your own experiences with eye contact, and don't forget to subscribe for more content that bridges ancient wisdom with modern dating. Until next time, stay present, stay stoic.